Alrighty. Getting set up took a little longer than usual. I lost my water bottle. Getting set up took a little longer than usual. I lost my water bottle. Why do I hear an echo? What is echoing? Oh, that okay. I spent some time earlier today trying to set up what's the fastest way to describe this, like unique audio sources for each input in OBS. So like Spotify being a separate audio source from Discord, separate from games, separate from like browser tabs, separate from whatever else you. And I didn't like finish setting it up, so it's not like running on it right now or anything. It was kind of like halfway set up, half baked. And so I still need to finish it. And so I had one of the sources giving feedback. I was monitoring it because I wanted to make sure it was working. That's what that was. And, all that stuff, it's a lot of work, and it's like a bit of a headache to try and figure out, and it's ultimately something that will change nothing of the viewing experience, but it'll make editing, maybe not easier, it'll probably make editing more difficult, if anything, but it will make editing more interesting, because then I can do, like, offset, like, the stuff that's actually happening on screen and like overlay it with audio that maybe happened earlier or later, so like lines up a bit better instead of like it's hard to explain. I can fake the suspension of disbelief with
Glad to see you.
the editing to improve the pacing.
I have the shroud for you.
I kind of thought we
Have you
finished this
now?
quest
Good work.
on
Yes, well, it wasn't
last
easy.
Tuesday.
I'm sure. That's also why God be with you.
That's where he lives.
Holy
Let's
shit, a
teach him
cutscene?
lesson.
He's
Oh, fuck.
inside. I saw him go
Fuck.
in.
Henry, delay them. What? How? There's a reward for you in the trunk. I'll see you in Ledechko.
Come on.
Break it down.
Do it.
Jesus, they pissed at him. Over what? In the trunk? This trunk? Powdered unicorn horn? None of the rest of that seems particularly useful. Not that trunk. Alright, let's, do we have to hold the rioters back, or can we kind of just, like, leave? Maybe have it be his issue? They were pounding on the door, and now they're not?
What are you doing here?
He swindled me, too. I came here to throw his potions in his face, but it looks like he hasn't been home for a while. He probably ran away before his trickery could catch up with him.
Bastard. Either way, he'd better not show his face in this town again. Let's go.
Okay, well, that was straightforward. He wants to meet us in Ledechko? What is this? Oh, right, the DLC. Well, had I known that the quest would have finished right there, I guess I would have just finished it last week? That's fine. Doesn't even look like he's there yet. So, I think again, I kind of just want to stick with the side quests, try and clear them up, and then finish the main quest. I still don't know. Ask around the local mills for work for them. But couldn't we just take them to Pripsilvats? Privy? I feel like we've been waiting on the apothecary to read the book for a while. Maybe we go over to Rete and just see if he's accomplished anything with his time. Though I suspect not. We'll skip that. I feel like as time has gone on, we've gotten more and more events as we fast travel, but I feel like some of the perks that we've taken were supposed to reduce the chance of events happening.
Yeah.
I would have thought that this quest would have updated once he was done reading it, but maybe not.
Have you read it already?
Oh, Henry, it's a marvelous book. Wonderful, really. I've found what we need, but it won't be easy. The spell must be said over the grave of the person preventing his soul from resting in eternal peace, while burning something from the house he lived in.
Ugh, of course. It couldn't be something easy, could it?
Who said meddling with the dead would be a walk in a rose garden? You'll probably have to ask your widow a few more questions. Once you know everything, get something from his house, and find the grave of the person that's preventing him from resting in peace. Then come see me, and we'll get to banishing that ghost.
Jesus. And I thought the living were troublesome.
Truth. This is a lot of back and forward for the side quest over something that ultimately, I don't know. Has the juice been worth the squeeze of running back and forward between God knows where to God knows where else? What quest is this? That one? That's the DLC one. We'll leave that off for now. We still need to hang out with Mr. Hans, but he's been bugged. I'm kind of hoping that maybe, because when did I last try to do that? Was it last Tuesday? Maybe a reload of a game and the progression of some quests will
Sprinkled with the bloody tears
reset that. Is that the charlatan?
Madonna.
Holy shit! What's up?
What do you need?
You left me with a band of rioters?
God be with you.
You told me to meet you here. You know what? Maybe I'll do a quick nap. I think we should have a bed in this inn, shouldn't we? Or is this not a sleep inn? No, it is. Do a quick little nappy. How do I do it? Oh, I have to be slightly looking at the bed. That's fine. Oh, I had something else I wanted to mention on stream. I feel like it was something else related with OBS. But I can't remember what. I'm drawing a blank on it right now. I was tinkering with the audio sources, and so that'll be more fun for editing. There's something else. What else did I do today? God, I can't even remember. I did edit a little bit. The long, dark, the story mode episodes. So that'll come soon-ish, maybe, possibly. I don't know. God, everything's just been so busy lately that, like, it's been hard to, like, find... Oh, fuck, he's gonna yell at me because I didn't have a torch out. Anyhow, it's been hard to, like, find the time to sit down for multiple hours straight and just try and bang out a video. There's just been other more pressing stuff that's needed to get done, and so trying to edit piecemeal, like with an hour here, an hour there, it's just not super productive for me. Like, I need to be able to, like, sit
I
down.
saw the apothecary and he reckons that ghost of yours is quite a problem.
You think I don't know that? Last night, I didn't get a wink of sleep. I lay in my bed, tossing and turning, just waiting for him to appear.
Before I continue the conversation, I'll just finish my thought. Like, I need to be able to, like, sit down and for like 4 hours at minimum, be able to sit down and focus on editing. Otherwise, I don't really get a whole lot of productivity done. Anyhow, what was you saying?
And did he come?
For a long while, it seemed like nothing would happen. Then, towards the morning, the room grew cold as the grave. My poor heart nearly stopped beating when I heard a voice calling my name. So I fell to my knees and begged the Virgin Mary to protect me. When will this all end? You must work quickly. If this goes on much longer, I'll lose my mind. I know I will.
Oh, and you know what? The other thing about having everything be on a different audio source is that, so like right now, I have two audio sources, microphone and just general desktop capture. And so with everything split up, I can adjust the levels more specifically for each program. So like the game, I could have louder. So like I think I have like desktop capture at like negative 16 decibels right now. And that's because that was kind of like the sweet spot between like balancing Spotify, Discord, and gameplay volume. But with specific audio captures, I can have Discord low, game high, Spotify medium. Be nice. Because I know sometimes in editing, like, well, actually, when editing, I turn the game volume down even more. Yeah, whatever.
To get rid of him, we need to cast a spell over the grave of the person who's preventing him resting in peace. I'm not sure who that person is, though. You haven't already picked out a grave site for yourself, have you?
You can do
No.
that?
Henry, the truth is, I haven't told you the whole story. I'm not the one he's got unfinished business with.
Fucker, you
Who
could
is
have
it?
led with the full story.
I suggest you tell me everything.
Alois had a wife. Her name was Lada, and she was a proper shrew, shrieking at him from sunrise to sunset. He never spent a single pleasant day with her. They must have fought like dogs. One night, Lada took a lantern and burned the whole farmhouse down with Alois inside.
Damn. Another reason to not get married.
Another reason not to get married. Or to treat your wife kindly if you do. So, I should try and find Lada's grave, is that right?
You said yourself you need to find the person preventing his spirit from resting in peace. When Alois died, Lada lost her mind. She spent days running about the woods near Tarnberg, completely witless, until one day they found her body deep in the woods. Her hair was all pulled out, her face scratched up with her own fingernails. They buried her there, where they found her, but I don't know exactly where to look.
I'll ask around. For the spell, I'll need something from the house where the spirit once lived. Where exactly did Alois live?
It's north of here, to the left of the road from Ledechko, but there's not much left of it these days except ash and weeds. The farm was burned to the ground with Alois inside.
Oof, that must have been a terrible death. I don't need to know anything else. I can head off now.
I like that you get the option to bail out of a quest kind of whenever the hell you want. Wait, what's the other quest we're tracking? Oh, right, okay. I mean, you get something from the house, and we need to find the gravesite. And to find the gravesite, I assume we could just talk to guards, maybe? Because they probably... no? I would have thought that they would have been the ones to bury her. Well, you know what? Haven't we been over here before?
Everything burned to the ground.
And I was like, damn, it's crazy.
Where can I find something that belongs
I
to the
wonder
dead?
what this burnt little shack will do later.
I'll take
I
some
swear to
of these
God I
pieces
said
of
that.
charred wood. That should do.
So who should we talk to? The bailiff, I guess? He would know. Maybe. Oh, but where's he gonna be? Maybe the innkeeper? Since they kind of know the goings-on sometimes. Where would the bailiff's house even be? Surely random passerbys wouldn't know.
Mandrake
God be with
roots
you.
taken straight from the
I hear there's a
gallows
grave
of
in the
the
woods round here. Do you know how I can find it?
You mean where they buried that mad woman? They say on some nights her ghost wanders the woods. But you'll find the grave when you head up to the woods and keep some way off to the right from the stream. It's hard enough to see in daylight. If it's dark, you're sure to get lost.
Thanks.
Come closer,
I'm sure I'll
my
find it.
friend.
If I were you, I wouldn't go
Marvel
looking
at the
for it.
miraculous items
It's
on
not a
offer
good
today.
place.
Is that a threat?
Lord
For
watch
a
over you.
fraction of their true value.
That was surprisingly straightforward. No hocus pocus
Yeah.
bullshit to be able to find it. And look at that, it's very conveniently marked on our map for us. Right over here. Right here?
This must be it. May she rest in peace, Lord.
Oh, right, we need to bring the alchemist here. Couldn't we have just like been like, hey dude, can you just wait in Ledechko while we look around for the grave? No? Okay. I think for whatever game I end up playing next, I'm gonna not do. Oh, don't talk to me. I'm trying to talk. I think whatever game we do next on stream,
Flower,
I don't think I want to do like another 100-hour playthrough game. I think I need like a little bit of a break from that. Do something like a little shorter, 50
I
hours.
have everything we need.
Short.
Excellent. In that case, I'm ready too.
Let's meet after dark at the crossroads beyond Ledechko.
I'll be there.
And back we go. All right, I'm inside. I can't fast travel. Yeah, I was thinking, yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of torn. Do a whole bunch of like little one-off games, or do something like Spyro, because I think the Spyro Remastered Collection is like 3 games in 1. I think, like it's all 3, and so we could do like 1 game at a time. That gives some more flexibility. Is this the crossroads? I'm assuming so. Spyro's an option, but it's pretty far departure from, I feel like, what I've been playing. Even Kingdom Come Deliverance, I feel like it's a bit of a departure, but and then allegedly we should have episode 5 of The Long Dark at some point early this year is what they said, which I feel like early this year is kind of passing. Like I feel like I don't know, what is it, March? So when does early of a year end? I would say April, maybe? We'll see. And then I think also the second game is supposed to come out sometime this year.
Ah, good. You're here. Come with me.
Oh, we're walking there. Oh boy. Could try and revisit Anomaly. Could try and revisit the other Stalker games. Clear Sky would be interesting because I do not remember Clear Sky much at all. I was pretty... This is a long time ago that I played Clear Sky, as well as Shadow of Chernobyl. But then I replayed it a little bit leading up to Stalker 2. What else is there? I feel like something was coming out soon that I was excited about. It was Avowed, but that went how it did. I don't know. I'll still play Avowed at some point, but I feel not excited about it anymore. Like, holy shit, I remember it was like E3 forever ago, like during COVID or something, where they had like the teaser for Avowed, and I was super stoked because I was like, holy shit, like first person Pillars of Eternity and like Skyrim sort of style thing. I was stoked as hell. And you know, I stayed excited for a good while, and then they they started showing footage, and that was kind of the beginning of the end. And then I think with how it was received, it doesn't seem like it did super good, unfortunately. But it is what it is. Oh, that's the other thing I was thinking about. Tyranny. Tyranny is like another
Start the
RPG
exorcism so we can go and get some sleep.
from Obsidian, where you play as like the bad guys. I know Mark would like that.
Namtabara, Ashakbara, Kikimbara, Ziana Kampa, Zikia Kampa, Kalubara, Namtabara. What's that?
Go on. Just keep going.
That's enough.
What was that?
The ghost must surely be banished by now. Now let's get out of here before something worse appears. Go and see the widow tomorrow to find out if it helps. I'm going home.
Thanks for the help.
Something appears? Be cool if there were actual ghosts. Or if there's like a ghost sighting. Man, speaking of ghosts, I never played Phasmophobia. That could be another thing.
Yeah.
I really hate riding around at night. It's like the torch makes it super hard to see, but without the torch, it's also hard to see. So do you want to see what's like close in front of you or far away? Oh, alright. Maybe this quest will finally wrap up tomorrow. I don't feel like I've really gotten a whole lot out of this quest, but it's been a lot of work. A lot of work, but not a lot of laughs. That should be good. Are you better?
God watch over you. Good night.
We cast a spell over Lada's grave. It wasn't for the faint of heart.
Mary, Mother of Mercy. And not even that helped.
What? Do you mean to tell me it was all for nothing?
Only the Lord himself can help me now. I'll need the parish priest.
Well, why didn't you go and see him right at the start?
What would he think of me? Herbalists have always handled ghosts. But now what other choice do I have? Go and ask him what I can do.
You want me to go ask him? Oh, she paid me 300 gold.
Fine. I'll go and see him. But I swear this is the last thing I'm doing for you.
You have my gratitude. Take a few groschen for everything you've done for me so far. Once the ghost is gone, you'll get more.
Better be some payoff for this quest. Oh, right. It's Father Godwin. We like Godwin. Oh, hell yeah. Okay. Maybe the quest will get better. Wait. The fuck? Why do I need to go? Wait. You don't have a priest here? Why do I need to go see Godwin? What? We also need to make sure we don't accidentally go through Talmberg. I think if we go to this inn and then try and route up, it should avoid Talmberg. Because it's on site in Talmberg, and I cannot remember why. What did I do? Okay, no, I remember now. I murdered a bunch of guards. But it was because we were trying to prove somebody's innocence, and I wasn't forgiven afterwards. But the other guy was, for some reason. Is he at the pub? Oh yeah.
Good health to you.
There's a widow being haunted by a ghost. Can anything be done about that?
A revenant. Tell me more about
A
it.
For
revenant?
the last few nights, a long-dead neighbour's been paying her a visit in her house. She's tried to drive him out, but neither prayer nor spells have any effect. That's why she's turning to you for help, Father.
In the scripture, it's written that the dead shall rise again only on the day of judgment. I suspect it may be something on the widow's own conscience that's haunting her. Do you know anything more about that?
Well, she says it's the ghost of Alois, a farmer whose wife burned him alive in his own cottage.
My.
I'm confused about how that
Make a
relates
soul
to her,
restless,
though.
all right. But I believe there must be something else that's keeping the widow from sleeping. A farmer, a jealous wife. I'd ask the widow if there's not more to it.
My God, that never occurred to me.
How little you know people. Make the widow tell you everything, you'll see. And to make amends with the deceased as well as the Lord, tell her to erect an atonement cross.
A what?
You ask as if you've fallen from the stars. An atonement cross. You often see them along roads. Reminders of reconciliation and forgiven trespasses. Suggest it to the widow and see how she reacts.
Thank you for the advice. It was very helpful.
I shall pray for the poor woman, and I'll be grateful in turn for any donation she may decide to make to the church. Take care.
All about the money. Alright, so it's just another back and forward sort of thing. Hopefully we can get around Talmberg again. It should just follow the same path in reverse, no? Where was it? Let's go. Like, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And like, when it said go talk to Father Godwin, it's like, ooh, he's a fun character. This'll pick up now. But no, we just ask him for advice and
God
come back.
preserve you. Good night. Can I do
God.
something for you?
I saw the parish priest.
And what did he tell you? Will he come and bless my house with holy water?
No, a better question is, what haven't you been telling me?
I've already told you everything.
I feel you haven't told me everything. Was there something between you and Alois?
There's no use denying it any longer. I was a widow.
I mean,
and
it's been
his
pretty
wife,
obvious this
Lada.
entire time.
She wasn't the kind of woman who filled her husband's heart with joy. Alois and I grew close,
So, fornication?
if that's what you want to call it. From time to time, we took comfort in each other's arms. Lada found out and began to make a fuss. They fought. You know the rest.
You couldn't have known it would end up the way it did.
Perhaps I couldn't, but I still reproach myself over it every night. For years now, I've been living with what I did. I suppose it's only just that it's finally caught up with me. My poor Alois and the
Oh
children.
my god, there were
left
kids
behind.
involved?
I assume his children know nothing about it.
They're already adults.
Oh, okay. They
But
weren't
you're
burned in the
right.
fire. It's fine.
They don't know anything. Do you think it would help if I told them everything? That it would bring peace to Alois and he'd stop haunting me?
To Alois or to you? Again, like, you have a lot of guilt, but you don't need to, like, put that on other people. It's not other people's responsibility to absolve you of your sins. I'm gonna say no.
I don't think it's necessary. Erect a conciliatory cross, go to confession, and everything will be all right. There's no need to dig up painful memories for other people.
You're right. This is my pain to bear, not anyone else's.
I mean, like, sure, they deserve
Here's
the
some
truth,
money.
but
Go to the quarry and
they
order
deserve the
cross
truth
be
a
made.
while ago. Why do I have to fucking do it,
do that.
motherfucker?
Thank you 100 times over. Goodbye.
You gave me 10 gold for that shit? And of course, it's at the Talmberg quarry where it is again on site. Oh, there's been a guide this whole time to what the different icons mean. Son of a bitch. What was I looking for? Reputation. Who's mad at me? Talmberg. Wonder how long I would have to wait for that to disappear. Like if I just do a little doubt it'll really change in the span of a day, but we can see. I mean, it's been multiple days since we've done that quest in-game, so it's gotta be due for expiry soon. Also, I wonder if we'd be able to talk our way out of it. Oh no, Mr. Guard, I had a secret mission, that's why I had to kill all of your friends. Yeah, no, yeah. Oh, there's also this DLC quest. But then I think otherwise, we have nothing else to pick up. That is, if Mr. Hans doesn't want to bathe with us anymore. Like, if it was something that I needed to do at the beginning of the game, you would think that the quest would have failed otherwise, right? We'll go down here and try Hans real quick. Since we need to kill time anyways to not be on-sighted by Sir Divish. I don't think I googled it at some point what I was supposed to do here and like if there was a bug, and the only thing that I saw was that sometimes he just doesn't appear if he's like somewhere else for part of a quest. But we should be at a point in the main quest like where he's out and about. Like, he's not indisposed with anything else. He can come take a bath with us. We can bro out. I think we are. Is his horse here? No, it's not. The one time his horse was here. This shit is so confusing.
Good luck then.
I don't know why this doesn't work. Maybe there is another side quest that he's like that's blocking him, or the main quest? I don't know. We don't need to do the tournament. Probably skip it. I guess we could manually ride to the quarry, I guess. Maybe we go pick up this side quest? Because then we at least have all the quests picked up and in our quest log. Wonder how long Townburg is gonna be mad at me for, though. Here, we can take the custom waypoint off, though. We'll wait until morning, I suppose. I'm not sure I know what quest this is gonna be. I've not actually, like, looked at all the DLC that's installed to see... Like, the only one I know of is... Or I guess I know of Band of Bastards, because I think that ends in, like, a cool armor set, and then... there's... Theresa's quest?
Bite to eat.
Alright, who are you?
What do you need?
I don't know. What do I need?
What's the matter?
It's the tourney. It always upsets me.
Why would the tourney upset you?
It brings back sad memories about my son Svartalfluk. God rest him. He always loved sword fighting. Even when he was just a lad, he used to duel with his mates with sticks. And for years he saved every groschen he got so he could buy a real weapon. Wasn't long before he had the hang of all sorts of fancy strikes and feints. So when he heard Sir Hanush was holding tourneys for common folk, he was first in line to enroll.
Simple enough. Is the tournament dangerous? We are dangerous.
So what happened to him then?
Oh my god, is it Black
This
Peter?
fella by the name
Oh, okay.
of Peter enrolled. They called
Peter
him Black
killed him.
Peter on account of the colour he wore. He beat all comers. No man could match him. Only Svartalfluk was determined to take him, so he started training all the hours God gave. He even started going to Captain Bernard for lessons. And in the last tourney, he got the better of Black Peter in the end and won the prize. Only he never came home that day. I figured he was having a drink in Rattay to celebrate his victory. But he didn't even turn up in the morning, and I started getting worried. I was just on my way to look for him when some merchants came by. They found my boy by the road just past Rattay. He was still alive, but he was burning up and shaking like a leaf. I sent for the Sawbones right away. But before the day was out, I had to send for the priest.
So, why didn't this dialogue come way earlier? Because we won the tournament, kicked Black Peter's ass, and then fought him, and that was, you know, way back, like in the first 10 hours of the game or something. And so, like, this would have been cool dialogue to have before that happened, because then we could have been like, oh my god, Black Peter, we have to avenge this dude's son.
Do you think it was this Black Peter who killed him?
We don't even have like an option to be like, yeah, we already killed him.
Aye. But there's no proof. It could have been anyone, I suppose.
Do you know anything about this Black Peter?
Oh, not much. I asked around, but nobody knew nothing much about him. Except he was a stuck-up bastard. He always just turned up for the tourney, took his prize, and vanished.
Literally us.
Did Svatopluk have any wounds?
Only a couple of scratches and bruises from the tourney. Nothing that would kill a man. Not even the Sawbones could figure out what done him in.
What is that?
I think I can tell you what happened to Svatopluk.
Really?
The fact that he died just after beating Black Peter and winning the tourney was no coincidence.
So it was that bastard?
Yes. Black Peter lay in wait and ambushed me. He's a nasty piece of work. The thing is, he had some kind of poison on his weapon, so I reckon he might have poisoned your son. The signs you spoke of point to it.
Merciful God, I knew it! But how did you get away from the fucker? Did you kill him?
Yeah, and I
No
took
match
his
for
armor.
me. I sent him straight to hell where he belongs.
Thank you. Yeah, it won't bring my boy back, but it gives me some peace to know you avenged his death. Here, take this. It's not much, but it's all I have.
Wait, is this seriously? Motherfucker, that is the entire quest? Okay.
The Sasau swordsmith tells me he'd pay handsomely for a piece of the sword some pilgrim from the Holy Land was selling here a while ago.
Well, my lad, I can't help you there. We're the back of beyond here. Not even a pilgrim ever stops by. But even if he did, what use would some relic be to me? And what would I pay him with? See you later.
Oh, okay. Well. Some DLC quest. I guess they don't expect you to win the tournament straight away. Or so early. They expect you to, like, explore first. How do I even have a fast travel point here? I've not even been down there. Wait. There's another DLC quest? I don't remember there being a DLC quest there. I thought that's where we got Band of Bastards from. Maybe it'll be another DLC quest that we have incidentally already completed. What a disappointment. It would have been cool if like it was like, oh, but Black Peter belonged to a band of brigands and now I want you to go kill the whole lot of them for the fuck of it. I mean, we could do...
God bless you. What troubles you?
Wait, there's a DLC marker on
I'd
this
like
now.
to enroll in the big tournament.
All right. As long as you've got the enrollment stake. Sir Hanish's rule is every contestant has to put up 30 groschen.
Of course. Here you are.
I'll write your name down. Henry, you said. And I need to know what weapon you choose.
We'll do the mace just to make
Or
it go
hammers.
faster.
I know how to handle those.
Good. Get yourself ready. You're next.
Alright, so I'm confused. There was a DLC quest icon on this tournament. I don't feel like that's been there previously. Maybe it has been. I just haven't noticed. But like we had there's the blue marker on him, but then there's like if you look at the top of the screen, there's that DLC marker as well right now. So is something different gonna happen this time? Maybe, possibly, or are we just gonna have another normal arena? Maybe we should actually like look at what the DLCs are. Alright, guy, let's get this over with. Whoops, I didn't mean to put my weapon away. Hold on. Oh, right. It's been a while since we've done a tournament, but I just suddenly remembered that the guys are just like magically very strong, as if to there's like a sense of artificial difficulty here, which is kind of annoying. I mean, some of the fights just feel super drawn out. Right, it wasn't the strategy to just like do high pokes, try and get him like in the face. I think that's what I don't even remember the mace combos, to be honest. There we go. It also sometimes feels like NPCs don't have stamina, because like what I want to do, since he's like low on health, I just want to repeatedly swing at him and try and wear out his guard. Oh, I totally blocked that. There we go. As if there was any doubt.
The second bout will surely be no less exciting. This one may decide the winner.
May?
We will witness a duel with longswords.
This dude's gonna get his ass kicked. Easy.
We have a victor in the second duel. He is Henry of Skalitz. As victor in this round, he shall proceed to the next.
It's just all about getting those little face pokes in.
Entering the arena now will be Henry of Skalitz from the company of Sir Radzik Koblar, who will measure his skills against Stephen of Dvorets, spearman in the company of Sir Radzik Koblar. Let us wish the combatants luck.
Although I wonder,
The combatants have entered the arena and
maybe
first
the
duel
DLC
may
was not
commence.
tournament related,
The
because
combatants
the
will
icon is
engage in
still
a
on
duel
him.
with warhammers and shields.
So maybe we're supposed to talk to him not during the tournament? What? I was way out of range.
The victor of the first duel is Henry of Skalitz. Change
Axes?
weapons for the second bout. Prepare to watch a fierce fight with axes and shields.
I guess it has a pointy end, it's fine. Not pointy enough. Or maybe it was.
In the second
we got a good headshot and it didn't do any damage, so I thought this was gonna take a while, but
He shall proceed to
I
the
think we're
next.
fine. Oh, and there's the quest tipsters. I always forget about them. Because I thought for a while that if like their icon was there,
Entering
that...
the arena now will be Henry of Skalitz.
Well, I thought that they always had the icon, and that it didn't necessarily mean that they have a quest, but I
Bowman
think
Richard from the
that if they have the icon, it might mean that they have a quest to
Let us
offer you.
wish the combatants luck.
I'm not sure. We'll check. Are we in the third round now? I think so.
Combatants have entered the
Because we're on the
arena.
hammers,
The
yeah.
first duel may commence. The combatants will engage in a duel with warhammers and shields.
Oh, come on, little stubby arms. Oh shit. Do I need to focus?
Lost your wind?
Fine, I'll pay attention and not just spam pokes. What just happened there? I mean, it would be fine if this guy ever wanted to attack himself. There we go. Of course, ours does no damage whatsoever. Like, there's really not a whole lot I can do if he doesn't want to attack himself. If he's just going to block every single one of my attacks. And how does he have a higher defense than us? There we go. I mean, I guess it does make the tournament slightly more engaging if we actually have to try for a couple of the fights and not just steamroll everybody by poking them in the face. Oh, easy.
Change weapons for the second bout. We will witness a duel with longswords.
Fucker!
I don't think I've ever won a cinch in the arena. It feels like the game kind of forces you to lose the cinches in the arena for whatever reason. That one combo is literally the only one that I have memorized. Up, right, bottom, left. Oh, come on. But you see what I mean with just them having, like, infinite stamina? Like, he has but a sliver of health left, and yet he has all the energy in the world to block every single one of my swings. Even if they're not perfect parries. I didn't even get an option to block any of those.
Fucking hell!
There we go.
Lords and ladies, good men and good wives, you have just witnessed the final duel in today's Ratai tourney, for which we all owe gratitude to Sir Hanush of Lipa.
I wonder what
For glory
we
to the victor,
get now that
Henry of
we've
Skalitz,
have the
man-at-arms of
entire
company
Lords of
Sir Ramsay
Lipa
Cumberland. His
armor
bride will
set.
be given to him by our gracious Sir Hanush.
I guess we'll find out. But yeah, no, it doesn't seem like there was anything to do with. Huh? Doesn't he spawn up here? What are you doing? Oh, hi.
You did it in the end, Henry. No doubt you're well satisfied. And I'm sure you'll be happy with this prize.
I certainly am, my lord. Thank you, sir.
Goodbye.
Do you have anything
Henry.
to say?
I hear you won the rat-eye tourney. Well done, lad.
God be
No.
with you.
Alright. Well, why was there a DLC quest marker if no DLC quest? And it's just disappeared now.
Yeah.
Was the tournament added as like part of DLC? I don't remember that. Maybe it was. Alright, you got anything?
God almighty, has something happened to you? Did someone steal your fancy clothes?
Do you know if there's anyone around here who could use my help?
Could be. Go see Armin, the executioner. Long as you got the stomach for dealing with a fella that's cursed.
Do you know if there's anyone around here who could use my help?
No one I can take off.
Have you noticed anything fishy going on around here lately? Strangers hanging around? Maybe the odd theft?
Would you believe I did hear something? Just the day before yesterday, there was one mill hand here. Once he was in his cups, he started blathering on about how he'd stumbled over some kind of camp full of armed men. Right suspicious, he said it was.
And do you know where I could find this mill hand?
Oh boy, you'll need your luck for that one. As far as I know, he took the car to Kuttenberg. But before he came here, he got kicked out of the Sasau Tavern. The one over the bridge, near the monastery. Maybe his tongue was looser there.
Have you noticed anything fishy going
Why
on?
is this conversation still white?
Strangers?
Would you believe?
And do you know where I...
Oh boy.
That's the same thing. Weird.
Do you know...
Check this one last time. No.
God be with you.
And so yeah, now the icons are gone. Except that became quest tipster to quest giver.
They're all out.
And then we should have another quest giver down at... No, not the executioner? Or maybe the executioner's at the pub? Maybe that's what this is? So yeah, okay. If there's a quest tipster icon, it means that they do have a quest. Though I could have sworn I've asked before and they were like, nah, get fucked.
What's going on? The folk in town are talking about you.
They shot on me. That's what.
They what?
What? Who did?
All of them.
Wait. Tell me again from the start.
All right, if you want. They caught Peter of Dauba, George Weiss, and a fellow named Harold that everyone calls Frost. They're scum who've been hunted for months. Now they've finally been caught, there's a big execution being prepared. Folk will come from miles around to watch.
Well, that's a good thing for you, isn't it?
It would be, if I was fucking doing it.
Isn't it the custom for you to do all the execution?
Yeah, I thought that was kind of his
It is.
job.
Not just the custom, but by bloody right. You're not being replaced, they said. This is just a loan of Gallows Hill.
It really did fuck you over.
My words exactly.
So who's doing the job?
They invited Executioner Heinz all the way from Kuttenberg. They say it's going to be a big show. Have I ever fucked up an execution? I always behead them in one blow. And when his lordship wants to drag out a hanging, I leave them kicking for minutes. If he wants it quick, they're stiff as soon as I drop them. And they push me aside like that, after all these years of service.
What bastards.
What can we do about it?
Nothing. His lordship's decided, and that's that.
Nothing? You think they should be allowed to get away with this?
Well, no, but...
You have the right to executions in Rattay, don't you?
I most certainly do.
Then you're in the right. Don't tell me you can't think what to do about it.
The trouble is, they already paid the executioner and he's come here along with his assistants.
We can't stop the executions. Unless Hines drops dead on the spot.
Is that a hint?
Maybe that could be arranged?
How? I'm an honorable man. What the hell are you suggesting?
Oh, nothing. Just joking.
It's just a joke. I didn't mean it.
A bloody stupid joke. The best thing would be if he fucked up the executions. The famous Kuttenberg executioner can't handle the job. The mob would laugh him out of town and beg me to take over. They'd never invite him here again.
Great, so how do we go about it?
The problem is, I don't know what the sentences will be. They'll only announce them just before the executions, and then it'll be too late to do anything.
Can't we just get him blind drunk?
That wouldn't work. He's no beginner. And even if we did get him drunk, they'd just postpone the executions till he's sobered up.
Suppose I liberate the convicts.
Why the hell would you do that?
Well,
Just
it would
an
be
idea.
an embarrassment, and then...
Only for Ratai, you dolt. Not for the executioner.
Would the bailiff know more?
Maybe. But most likely only Heinz will know the sentence. I've got an idea, though. Will you help me?
Of course.
Great. Thank you, Henry.
So where should I start?
Find out from the bailiff what their crimes are, and then have a look in the Black Chronicle at the Rat House.
It goes back before my time. You're bound to find records of some similar offenders in it. You need to find people who committed the same crimes and came from the same sort of background, noble or lowborn. That way you can find out what the appropriate punishments are.
Then come back to me, and we'll work out what to do.
I'll get moving.
Oh
And
boy,
Henry?
a reading quest.
They want to do the executions on my gibbet at Gallows Hill. I can hold them up for a while, but probably no more than a week.
I'll bear that in mind.
Alright, well. Let's make sure that's active. It seems like it. We'll do that right now since we're here.
Yeah.
And also because it sounds like it's a time-sensitive quest, because he said only a week. But I mean, a week's a long time. But before we get too far into this, I'm going to take a quick break. I will be right back. Alright. Let's do some crime. Figure out who's being murdered, how. I guess it's not murders, it's executions, right? It's different. It's morally good to kill someone.
Greetings, good knight. How may I serve you?
I hear there's going to be a big execution here.
There certainly is. It'll be a glorious event for our town. They'll be talking about it for years.
Who's for the chop?
The biggest outlaws and reprobates for miles around. Peter of Dauba, George Weiss, and Frost Herald.
What did they do?
What didn't they do, more like? They caused trouble all over the country.
Who's this Peter of Dauba?
Haven't we heard that name before?
Who lost his fortune. He's been holding up merchants for months.
That's all?
At first, but then his gang started getting bloodthirsty. They wiped out a whole squad that was hunting them. He won't walk away from this.
What can you tell me about Herald?
They call him Frost because he's always cool as ice, until he starts. I've seen plenty of killers and thugs in my day, but that one's got the devil in him.
Why?
They say the only thing that'll put a smile on his face is the sound of screaming and weeping. That beast kills for pleasure. When they caught him, he had a candle made from the arm of an infant.
Jesus.
For luck, he said.
Christ. What about Weiss?
No one actually knows where he came from, but they say the murdering started with him. He never leaves witnesses. He'd rather wipe out a whole village than take a chance.
Thanks, Bailiff. That's all I need to know. Master Bailiff, there's something I need to ask you. Have you heard
What
of
is
anything
this
fishy?
about? Like, we have this option.
What do you mean?
I've heard rumors there's a band of brigands around. Have you seen
Oh,
any signs?
is it because of the main
Not
quest?
personally, but I heard they've had trouble in Sasau lately. Sheep missing, isolated houses broken into. If I was looking for a band of criminals, I'd ask the Sasau bailiff.
I'll try that, thanks.
Good luck then.
I could do with a bite to eat.
This is trespassing, isn't it? No? What's the black book? Is it this? Do I need to go up one, down one? Haven't we busted in here before? Oh, I guess the lock's probably reset at some point, right? Hopefully no one is in here. Easy. Is it this book? Oh god, that's a lot of reading. Find out the appropriate punishments from the Black Chronicle, sabotage the executioner. Oh boy. Do we need to actually, like, know all of this? Robbery. Robbery. I guess I'll read all of it. All this he did declare without being put to torture. Doesn't say anything about murders. Stealing. Robbery. Anna testified that she did kill her child and urged her neighbor to murder her husband. And they did sell the oxen to help her, and they conspired to take the farm for their own use. Buried alive and a stake driven through her heart? Jesus Christ. So she would not return to the world as a revenant. They robbed away shrines. But like, all of these are, oh wait, to help them in their evil doing, they did kill 3 pregnant women in Crudum and in other towns, and did cut them from their fetuses, Jesus. From which they did cut out their hearts, lungs, and liver, took them in the Devil's Inn in Bohemia, and devoured them according to testimony. Their flesh will be ripped, their eyes burnt out, and they shall be broken on the wheel. Any more about murders? Killed a merchant, steal his valuables. Death by the sword. A noble was put to death by the sword. So it sounds like if you're a commoner, you get like the really shitty stuff. And if you're a nobleman, you get an honorable death. Anything else about murders? What's thieveries? Robbery. Alright, well. I think we have a good enough idea. I mean, we'll see what the speech options are. If they're a nobleman, they get off easy, relatively. If they're a commoner, they get off fucking bad. Is it the green marker? Or is he already back in town? Oh jeez, he's leaving. Well, there's Mr. Han's horse. Oh, yeah, it's fine. We have other business to attend to. Is it you? No.
Yeah.
Where the hell? Which way are you going to get back home? What the fuck? You live all the way over there, my good sir.
I need your advice.
Did you find out what they did? And did you read the Black Chronicle?
Yes.
So tell me what you found out, and I'll see what I can come up with. Just bear in mind, I can help you work it out, but you'll only find exactly what you need in the Rattay Black Chronicle. Every executioner has his own way of doing things, and this bastard might have different methods in mind.
Peter of Dorba has many murders on his soul, but he's still a nobleman.
So he'll just be executed, probably. Chop, probably? Yeah. Yeah.
His neck is going on the block.
That makes sense. His crimes are great, but he's still a nobleman, so he gets an honorable death.
George Weiss is a bloodthirsty bastard who left a trail of corpses behind him.
Burial alive, maybe?
He's to be buried alive.
What?
Is he a woman in disguise?
They only do that to women?
Then they won't bury him alive.
Oh.
George Weiss is a
burnt?
He's to be burnt at the stake.
Burnt? For murder?
George Weiss...
Oh shit, I'm just guessing at this point. Fuck.
He's to be courted by horses.
That's harsh. But then his crimes were great.
Frost Herald is the worst of them all. Sent by Satan himself.
Or maybe this
Things
guy
he's
should have been
done
courted by
with
horses.
Doom and Blanche.
Oh, you can they'll drown people?
He's to be drowned.
Jeez.
I don't believe it. That's the penalty for arson.
Okay.
Frost Herald is the...
Well, I feel like I may be fucked up. But, like, maybe this guy should have been the one to be quartered.
He's to get 30 lashes of the rod.
That's just for
What did he
thievery.
do?
Yeah.
Steal an apple?
Frost Herald...
Well, not burial alive. Torture?
The executioner will take his time with that one. He'll be begging to die. If I read correctly, it'll start with ripping the flesh.
Aye, could be. He deserves nothing better.
So, have we got everything we need?
We've covered all the possibilities. There's nothing more we can think up.
So, what's the plan then?
An executioner's greatest boast is to behead with one blow. That's why an executioner's sword needs to be a splendid piece of craftsmanship and sharp as a razor.
Just steal it.
I follow you, but how can I get to the sword?
It won't be easy. The executioner's sword is one of his most valuable instruments.
So I'll have to steal it, dull the blade, and put it back before anyone notices.
Oh,
Yes,
I kind
that's
of
probably the only
just
way.
wanted
That'll
to
be
steal it.
Couldn't it just be switched for a different one?
He'd notice straight away. It's different than a regular sword, heavier with a blunt point. The balance is different too.
I could take yours and...
He'd recognize that too. An executioner knows his sword like the back of his hand. He'd notice as soon as he picked it up.
And how can I dull the sword? Should I hack at a stone wall?
I thought you were a blacksmith, son. It's enough to cock up the honing. That will make much less noise.
That'll do me.
With ripping of the flesh, the bastard has to suffer, but survive as long as possible.
So, if Herald drops dead right at the start...
The executioner will look like a fool.
But how can I make sure it happens?
I don't know. It depends on the skill of the executioner. An experienced one starts in places where there's no threat of heavy bleeding. The sides, the chest.
And the Kuttenberg executioner is definitely experienced.
No doubt. They use a kind of special tongs, and in between the ripping, the convict's wounds are treated so he can take more.
Jesus.
What if I get the one who's supposed to dress the wounds drunk?
Don't do that. It could be someone from Rattay, and even if it isn't, the blame wouldn't fall on the executioner.
Maybe the
hey, poison
spiked with something nasty.
And you'd know what to use?
No.
I know a little, and I might be able to get something.
That would work. Good idea, Hal.
That'll do me.
The worst that can happen in quartering by horses is if you've weak or sick old nags. Then, no matter how hard the executioner tries, they won't have the strength to rip the convict apart. He'll just have his joints stretched nicely.
But what can I do about that? He'd notice if I switched horses.
I don't know. An experienced, rich executioner like that will have strong, healthy horses.
I could just steal them.
No. Then either he'd borrow some others, or they'd postpone the execution.
I don't want to poison the horses.
I could poison them.
They didn't do anything wrong.
Do you know how? And wouldn't that kill them?
I'll just put a small amount in their food. Enough to make them sick and weak.
Well, if you can manage it, that might work. He'll have the horses in his camp.
That's enough for me.
Well.
Thanks.
I think we should go get some more poison. Where's his camp? Whoa, way up here? No, that's about the cross. There. Well, let's see if we can make it back to the alchemist real quick and see if we can get some poison. Unless we just happen to have 2 poisons on us. We have 1. Oh right, we have the powdered unicorn. I kind of forgot about that. We'll go get another couple poisons, I think.
Yeah.
I'd hate to cock up the quest. Oh, wait! This horse is here. Yeah, that's Hans's horse. He is here. Allegedly. But not.
Take care.
Where are they hiding him? This horse is here?
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Wait, did I go too far? I did.
Yeah.
We'll do the Hans quest eventually. I'm so confused about, like, his horse is there, but he's not. And so even if it's too early to do the quest, you would think he'd be there to yell at us for, like, or coming too soon. Because he was very particular about, no, you must come later in the evening. Yeah, whatever. We'll focus on the executioner's quest for now. Please don't be closed. And if you're closed, let me steal your stuff, please.
God save.
Do you sell poison? Wait, you don't? Oh, god damn it. Do you have poison I could steal? Doesn't seem like it. Do you not have like an alchemy table? you gonna come up here? Where could I find poison real quick? Surely not in here. This would probably just be like his shop's gold.
What the? He's stealing! Watch out, a thief! Help! Arrest that thief!
Yeah, no, nothing worthwhile in here. I'm leaving, it's fine. Yeah, no, it's cool. I don't want an issue. I just want to poison. Where the fuck are you going?
Surrender! You'll have to answer for your lawbreak. Got you. What? Don't pretend you don't know what I'm talking about. It's definitely.
Just talk our way, alright? Yeah.
Look, I'll tell you the truth.
Well.
Easy. Poison. Where could I quickly get poison? That alchemist, maybe? I feel like she's the shady one, right? Maybe? We'll see. I think this is where I've gotten poisoned before. Or maybe it was the other one that's out in the woods? I can't remember. Oh. Okay. I'm not listening to you. Where is she? Just in the thick of it over here? Right here?
What the hell was that? I feel quite hungry.
A private area? Who the fuck are you guys? What? Who are you guys? Whoa. We don't... Oh, I don't even have my mace equipped, do I? Oh, I do. It's just not showing up. I was pressing the block button. This dude trying to just like beat us with his fists. I'm pressing the block button. I don't know why it's not wanting to work. There we go. Is he just stronger than us? Kinda seems like it. Good grief.
You call that combat?
Why was that one bandit just this so randomly strong? Who the hell is this guy? All with 7 gold to his name? Also, like, this camp here? That's so random. I don't think I care for any of that. It's so random. And it's not the alchemist.
Yeah.
It's weird that that's marked as a private area. I feel like bandit camps aren't usually marked as a private area. I got myself stuck. I'm trying to unequip my weapon. Jeez.
God be with you.
Nice that she's still up, I guess. Poison? Poison. Might as well just buy all of them. And back down we go. We should be able to do this entire quest in just one evening, it seems like. Poison the people, or poison the tongs, poison the horses, blunt the sword. Seems simple enough. No? Maybe take off the chunky stuff.
Yeah.
And the camp is somewhere out past the inn. I wonder where. And does it only spawn for this quest then? Because I don't feel like I've seen a camp before. Is this it? Seems like it. Well, there's a dude there. How am I supposed to get past him? Is there another way in this barn, perhaps? I assume this is where the horses will be. It almost looks like a ladder. Maybe we can knock him out. But this will probably be the executioner, wouldn't it? I wonder if I should have put a save down. Am I supposed to... Yeah, you know what? Before I fuck it up. Am I supposed to discreetly... Well, game, I don't want to be overloaded, but I took my armor off and now I magically am. And so the other issue is that if there's somebody like in this tent, like looking at us, got a lot of henchmen. Take the sword. Take the money. We need to blunt the sword somehow. Was there a chest in here? Because we need to find the tongs as well. No. Where are the tongs? Oh, I wonder if they're in that chest. Where are the horses? Hold on, what? I'm confused. There's no horses, and there's no tongs anywhere. And it's only a matter of time before that dude wakes up, so... Oh, here we go.
There. They won't be pulling anything for a few days, except long faces.
Hopefully they're in here. No? Where's the tongs? I guess I could knock out everybody else and look for the tongs. They could be on... But if I knock out everybody, won't they know that I knocked them out? No. None of these dudes have the tongs. None of the chests had the tongs. Is there something I'm supposed to sabotage in here? The only thing I can think of is to knock him out as well. But why would he have the tongs on him to go to bed? That's just silly. Well, it has the key to the chest. Whatever, I'll take it. Huh. I should probably get out of this area before, wake up. We can go smack the executioner sword on the tree or something. I guess? I don't know. Is that what it wants? I don't even remember what chest that was in, to be honest. Wait, is this an executioner sword that's one-handed? Why? What? I don't know if this is going to actually work. Condition is still at 100. How do I damage this? Put our armor back on so we're not slow walking all over the place. We have so many spurs. We could probably get rid of some of those. The cows, maybe? The serial cow murderer? Does that damage it at all? 99? Does the quest say anything? Gold executioner sword. How? Poison the flesh ripping tongs. How? We hit it on a rock? That's not a rock. That doesn't count. I mean, I guess we could take it into town and butcher it on the grind wheel. If we can even get to one, though, at this time. Because it's night. So I don't think we have access to sharpening stone right now, do we? There should be a blacksmith somewhere in town. Maybe they have one that's just out and about. But then that still doesn't solve the issue of the tongs. What was he yelling at us for? Because we have a weapon out, maybe? Like, the one in here would definitely be closed off, but there might be one that we could get to here? No? No icon for it, or... Oh, there is! So if we just kinda... How do I do this again? Hold it perpendicular to the stone. This should ruin the blade. Is this not fucked up enough? The quest hasn't updated. But I've definitely doled it. Maybe it needs to be completely doled? Hold on. I mean, he would notice if it was this doled, right? Surely. Should be fucked up enough, shouldn't it? Yeah. 0 durability. But the quest hasn't updated. Maybe we need to put it back first. Or maybe this wasn't how you're supposed to do it, but that's the only way I could think of to do it. What else could you do? I don't think we had any other options, really, did we? Whoops. I wonder if they're all gonna be passed out still.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what chest I got this from now. Was it the one that was actually by the blacksmith? Blacksmith executioner. So he's moved. Does he care about having been knocked unconscious? Oh, does he see me? Yeah, he does. I wonder if we could get in there to poison their food with like the lullaby potion. Did they pass out?
What?
Yeah, so they'll hear me if I have all my plate on. Oh, kind of annoying. What tongs? Where could they be? Yeah, we have a lullaby potion. Let's do that. Did that work? I don't know. I don't think it was this chest, was it?
Oh, slow. You're gonna cry now.
I guess we just beat the shit out of all of them, eh? What are they gonna do? Fight back?
You call that cock? I like to protect.
Over here.
I mean, I guess at the very least, this kind of gives us a chance to, look around a bit. Because now everybody's, you know, unconscious, so we can look to see where the tongs are and then reload the save, I guess. Figure out how this is actually supposed to be done. Where the fuck are the tongs?
Hey, who's there?
god, you guys are up again? Fuck's sake. Guys, I'm just trying to, sabotage your executioning. We don't have to make a whole big thing out of it. Where are those tongs? What the fuck? I think I'm gonna have to Google it. Oh, they were here the entire time. Fuck. Alright, that's fine. Now we know. We can do it the right way. Thank you for the posture check. I was shrimping a little bit in my anger. Alright. We can be more efficient now. Except I still don't really know how...
If he tries to torture anyone with this, the lucky fellow will die quickly. There. They won't be pulling anything for a few days, except long faces.
How we're supposed to blunt the, sword. Was it not that chest? Was it this one? Oh, it was. Alright. I guess, you know, let me just... I'm just kind of curious, like, if blunting it on the, sharpening wheel is... How are you supposed to do it? Looking at the wiki real quick. I don't want to like cheat and spoil anything else. Yeah. No, you do need to dull it on the wheel. I had the right idea. Apparently Henry's supposed to like say something about it, but you know, he didn't. Like, he's supposed to comment that, oh, it's dulled well enough. I wonder how we're gonna do this before the guy wakes up, though. And maybe more accurately, I don't know if we will do it before he wakes up. I feel like we'll have to knock him out again, but... I mean, we saw how that went last time, so... Maybe we'd be quick enough. I wonder if it needs to be like super dulled, like all the way to 0 durability, or if we only need to do like, oh for fuck's sake, only need to do like a little bit of dulling. Because I'm kind of worried that if we dull it like all the way to 0, if that's gonna affect the quest. Yeah, we'll take it down as much as we did last time, I suppose. That's gotta be good, right? Oh yeah, that's good. Why am I in trouble? Over what? What did I do? Because it didn't have a torch out? Is it because I knocked out the executioner's henchman? Nobody yelled at us or anything, did they? Alright, let's try and get back in lickety split. Hopefully the guy's still unconscious, but I suspect he might not be. No, he's still there. And then we put it back.
There. I couldn't chop the head off a chicken with this.
There we go. That should be good. Nobody wakes up to that, I hope. I didn't mean to call for the horse there. Oh, and now we can finally put our stuff back on. And also drop all this random stuff that we have. Why do we have a burial shroud? Was that part of the, Charlatan's quest, I guess? Oh, come on, horse. Maybe he'll, the executioner will meet us in town tomorrow. We don't have to go all the way over there. I'll get into town and figure out why we're in trouble. I feel like it has to be someone being mad at me about the torch, right? You're mad at me. Why? Arrest me. Oh, whatever. I'm actually going to take a quick break before we continue with this quest. I will be right back. Alright. Where were we? Waiting for Mr. Executioner Man.
You were seen going round in the dark with this.
Yeah. You could have come bothered me sooner.
Just my luck. Look,
I was trying to wait until the morning.
Don't move a muscle.
Dick. I'm assuming that the executioner will come to town at some point, right? So that we don't have to go all the way over there? What does the executioner even do all day? Yeah, no, he's still at home. Unfortunate.
Yeah.
I guess we'll go grab him ourselves.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we're gonna have to come back into town once we talk to him. Because what sort of Kingdom Come Deliverance quest would it be if there wasn't back and forward, 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 back and forward? I really wish there was like a better way to like a little shortcut over to this guy's place, you know, instead of just like through the woods here. 'Cause, like, all the trails go all the way around the set of woods here. I guess there's like a little trail there. I guess I didn't realize that that trail went all the way down. Hey, bud.
about the executions.
Is it done? Can I let them get on with the executions now?
Yes.
Now
I think we
all
did
have to
everything.
do is go and enjoy the show.
Let's do it. Oh god, are we walking over there together? Brother. Brother, no. Oh wait, no, they're over at the... whatever it's called. What did you call it? Whatever, the chopping block. I wonder if I can just do like a little microwave. Have everybody show up? No? When does the execution happen? Oh, 2 o'clock. Does it, wait, did that say tomorrow? Oh. Well, let's just double check that it's not today. Be embarrassing if we just waited a full 24 hours and accidentally missed it. I wonder how the game tries to synchronize stuff like this happening with, like, not being able to exactly wait to each hour, you know? Like, you can't wait until exactly 2. So I wonder how the game, like, synchronizes it. Or does it just start stuff like that exactly at the hour regardless? Kind of curious. Maybe that's why it slows down so much, like, towards the end of your waiting. I'll cut it off just before 2. Look at him on the bush. Damn, the entire town's here.
What the?
We can talk to him about Rete. Okay. Do we want to get on with it, maybe? Again, how do we time synchronize this? Is Homeboy gonna be here? Wow, damn, everybody's here.
Into your hands, Lord, I commend my spirit. In the name of our Lord Jesus Christ, who redeemed me by his precious blood, have mercy on me and lead me to eternal glory.
He's gonna try and make a run for it.
Amen.
Oof.
What the
Oh. Jesus. Crunchy. Wait, what's this one? Oh, right, the tongs. We did poison the tongs, right? Man. This poor executioner. Wait, I thought this one was about the horses. He's just getting hung? What gives? God damn it. So I guess we fucked that part of the quest up. Oh well. Is Buddy here to watch? Oh, he's... no.
Hey, halt right there. Show me what you have on you.
No.
Can you hear me?
Why?
What's going on?
For security reasons.
Bullshit.
I'm here on important business, and you're going to hold me up with some bloody inspection.
Yeah, all right. Go ahead then.
I don't even think we have any stolen stuff on us. It's just the audacity. He's probably not going to be happy that we missed one. I mean, we got 2 of 3. I'm gonna be an asshole about it.
That was a fiasco. Did you see it? It's a pity not everything went wrong, though. It would have been even better if it was a total disaster. Good job, though, Henry. He won't be showing his face around here again soon. And of course, you've earned a reward.
Alright. I wonder how that would have played out differently there at the end if we had actually done everything properly, but... oh well. Are we still in trouble here? Holy shit, we are. They really want us jailed. I really thought that by now they would have let up on it, but apparently not. I mean, I guess we could go right over there manually. And I guess if we go from, like, Merjued, that we could probably avoid most of the guards. Maybe. Hopefully. I wish there was, like, a timer to be able to tell, when they're gonna finally chill out.
Yeah.
It might be nice to know when, I would be allowed back there. I guess it's not a huge deal. Just a minor inconvenience, if anything. Oh, there's another camp here? Are you guys bandits? Who are you? Oh, was this Sir Radzig's camp?
Hungry.
That overlooks the quarry, right? Whoop! I can't believe we're alive.
Yeah.
A fall like that would have killed a lesser man. Whoop. Ran right past him.
God save. What can I do for you?
Why do we need to talk to him about a
I need
cross?
to erect an atonement.
It's not going to be made out of stone, is
Does
it?
one cost?
10 groschen. We already have one such cross ready, so if you pay now, we can have it sent wherever you want immediately.
Here you are.
Seems quite cheap.
What do you think? Will he come again?
I'm sure we've seen the last of him. Oh, feels so light I could float away at peace with the world.
That's a piece I have yet to find. As you've seen for yourself, shaking off the past isn't easy.
Here's a ring my husband left me. I don't even know where he got it, but it might be worth something. Take it, with my gratitude.
Glad I was able to
Wait,
help.
she has a husband and she was
Thank
fooling
you.
around and she doesn't feel guilty about that?
I'm with you. I hope you'll finally have peaceful dreams.
Oh man, that quest is finally over. Is that ring even worth anything? Where is that little shit? No? Any charisma? What does that say? 15? Goddamn. What is ours? 18? Okay, well. I guess we can have the warm and fuzzies about doing a good thing. And so that kind of just leaves Lord Capon. And I guess, the DLC stuff. And Fitz and Matthew. Ledechko Mill. Let's try that. Since we're here. Which one is... What's the Miller icon? Can't remember. Oh, it's literally that. It's literally marked. Alright.
Yeah.
So what? We're gonna put him to work here for a little bit and then
Good God.
heal him over to
What
Privy.
happened
You've been working at the mill for a while now, haven't you?
Pretty long. Why'd you ask?
I heard there's a possibility of finding work here for two talented carpenters.
That depends on how talented they are.
I'd say they're talented enough.
We'll soon see. But go talk to the miller about it, alright?
Of course. Is the miller very strict?
The miller isn't, but his foreman doesn't give the workers anything for free, besides kicks and insults.
Well, hopefully that won't happen. They're good men.
I'll be happy if that's true. May the Lord watch over you.
Okay. That was unhelpful. I think I saw him walk by. Yeah.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Teresa, the millmaid, sent me. She said you could use some help.
Some extra pairs of hands would be useful. What do you have in mind?
My friends, two survivors of Scalise, are looking for work.
And why should I take that?
They're experienced carpenters.
Why not? Carpenters would be helpful. There's a lot of work here at the mill, and I'm not as spry as I used to be. Thomas, my foreman, tries his best, but he ain't up to that kind of work. But they aren't idlers and drunks, are they? I only take in people who are willing to do hard, honest work.
Are Matthew and Fritz? They could never be.
I'm from Skalitz, and I know them both personally. They worked in the royal mines, and their master couldn't praise them highly enough.
In the Skalitz mines? That's skillful work. I'll be glad to talk to them. Tell them I'll give them a chance. We'll talk about pay and a roof over their heads when they get here. Good luck.
Very well. Back to Sasau we go. I wonder how much of the playtime of this game has been just like commuting back and forward. Like if we didn't have to go back and forth so much, how much faster would this game go? It's not a big deal. I mean, like it's all fun, but maybe a little tedious sometimes.
Henry, stay away from people if you can't ride a horse, you moron!
Oh yeah, you tell me.
The miller and Ledechko would be happy to meet you.
You really found work for us?
Of course. I couldn't bear to look at those sour faces of yours a moment longer.
Thanks, Henry. Only...
What?
The reward we talked about, well, we haven't got 2 groschen to rub together.
Nah, that doesn't matter. You'll pay me when you have it.
That we will.
Doubtful.
Stop by and visit us in a week. We'll pay you back as soon as we get our first wage. Good luck, then.
Very well. So now that just leaves 2 DLC quests and Next to Godliness, which I don't know why this still isn't working. Maybe try it one more time and then do Band of Bastards, maybe? And then go back to the main quest? I feel like the main quest is gonna wrap up relatively soon, so... And also, I saw on the wiki, like the whole reason we're binging all of these side quests is because the wiki said this is like a sort of soft point of no return for some side quests, so... The fucker's horse is here!
I feel quite hungry.
God bless.
If his horse is here, but he's not here. We're not supposed to be upstairs? Nope. Am I supposed to interact with the bath? No, it's not filled. I have absolutely no idea. Alright, Band of Bastards it is. Maybe we'll do a little sleep and eat first, though. So we're in prime fighting shape for whatever comes next. Should be food in here, right? Yeah. Those free pots really don't give you a whole lot of food though, do they? I should have grabbed that other one at the bathhouse. Alrighty.
Henry, I'm glad you came.
Oh?
Good day.
I've come
Oh.
for my winnings.
All right.
God, how long
That's
has
the
he
last
held
time
on to
I'll take any
these?
bets on that damn tourney.
I didn't realize that was going to be a limited amount thing. Why does it say Theresa's here? Is she upstairs? Oh, she is. Alright. Band of Bastards starts over there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think this is the bridge. Seems like it. And then just out in the field here somewhere. I like that people just kind of post out in the middle of the field. Like, I mean, it makes sense from a gameplay perspective, right? Like, it's easy to just hide stuff out in the field, plant
I'll be
something
with you.
down there.
I'm looking for Sakuno. Sakuno? Baron Rickvold. Isn't this his camp?
You won't get nothing out of him. You must be Radzig's man. I heard he was supposed to send someone.
Yes, Sir Radzig sent me as a guide. I'm Henry.
I'm Jakey. And this here fella, we call the Stone.
I can see why. What's up with him? Cat got his tongue?
No, more like the dog got it. The executioner's dog. When the executioner ripped it out of him. Anyway, you better come along with me. I'll introduce you to the other fellas. And the chief. These here are the Bearman brothers, Petter and Jan. They're a barrel of laughs, except when they're too drunk to string two words together. Like now. Don't get on the wrong side of them, though. When their blood is up, well, it ain't a pretty sight.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, I'm sure.
Never mind the fancy poses, Stefan. You're trying to kill the fucker, not teach him how to dance. And you, Dangler, stand your ground. Don't let him lead you round by the nose.
Sir? Well, sir, this is Henry. From Lord Kobula.
Ah, it's about time Radzig got round to this. We need someone who knows their way around these parts. Leave off with the bowing and curtsying. We don't hold with that tomfoolery here.
Jakey! Where the hell are you sneaking off to? Go to the farm and get water. The lads are thirsty.
But I went last time.
And you'll go next time, you ungrateful pup. Get your ass moving.
Snot-nosed brat. You pull them out of a pile of shit, and they thank you with back talk. Where were we? Oh yeah. We need a guide who knows these parts. So I hope I can rely on you, Herman.
It's Henry.
Right. As I said to Radzig, I don't want to carry any dead weight. We could find ourselves in some very tight situations where every sword counts.
I know how to handle a sword, all right?
I've heard a lot of fellas say that. They still ended up on the wrong end of one. We'll find out.
Stefan, take a break. Dangler, let's find out what Harold here can do.
Sure. No problem, Chief.
See where the bastards in Band of Bastards comes from now.
I'll kill you.
I like the sword, it seems long. Easy.
You didn't fare badly at all, I must say. You can ride with us.
All right, good. Thanks.
Don't thank me yet. You don't know what you're letting yourself in for.
Bullshittery?
Sir Kuno, can you tell me something about yourself?
Drop the sir. That title brought me nothing but grief. But what do you want to know?
Sir Radzig told me the Rickvold family lost its wealth. How did that happen?
There's all sorts of ways to become impoverished. Nothing easier. Especially when your father's a fool. And your mother's mad as a bat.
Oh.
Oh.
But it's a long and twisted story. We took our name from Rickvald Castle. But that actually belonged to the convent of the Poor Clares in Tynitz. And my father only leased it. You see, he knew the abbess there since they were young. Knew her very well.
You will?
There was even talk that she only joined the order because her family wouldn't let her marry him. Anyway, whether he was fucking her right there in the convent, or he just took a lot of interest in scripture, he spent an awful lot of time in Tynitz.
Oh, he might have been after a bit of both.
Sinning and confessing all in one place. Well, I can see the convenience of it. Anyway, my mother never had strong nerves. Truth be told, her sanity was always shaky. Pa's escapades drove her cuckoo entirely. Then, one frosty December morning, I was woken by screaming and smoke. I looked out the window. I saw my mother there, in the courtyard, wreathed in flames. Behind her, the stables, the farm buildings and the tower were burning too. And she just stood there, shrieking with laughter.
Christ, that sounds like a scene straight out of hell.
Hellish it was, I can tell you. Me and my sister Adela and a few servants managed to get out before the whole place went up. I couldn't get to my father. Or my little brother. Poor lad was only 7. My sister and I were left destitute after the fire. But then my cousin, Adam of Drevich, took us into his castle. A few weeks later, he offered to buy what was left of our estates and sell me a small fortress near Akovnik. It was a great relief. We suddenly had some hope of a future again. So I told my sister about it. And it was the biggest mistake of my life. A week later, the two of them announced to me they were getting married. And all that was left of our estates, lands, woods, villages, Adela was to get it all as a dowry.
But surely that was for you to decide. You were the head of the family, right?
Aye. Only I barely had 17 years under my belt, and I'd just lost everything. Of course, I argued with them, and that was the only excuse they needed to kick me out of Drevich too.
That's pretty harsh.
You're telling me. But I'm not complaining. As my pa always used to say, if you can turn your hand to something, you'll never be lost. I doubt it ever crossed his mind how often I'd remember those words.
What a dramatic backstory.
What about your debt to Sir Radzig? How did that come about?
A twist of fate, lad. I was fighting in the hostilities between the House of Schallenberg and the town of Colleen. Some trade dispute it was, and I fought under the Schallenberg colours. In the end, the two sides negotiated a truce, and I rode to Colleen with the delegation that was to parley there. We stopped off at an inn on the way, and it was there that I met Radzig Kobyla. I could tell at first sight he was a man after my own heart. A likeable rogue, with a sharp mind and a merry soul. We spent the whole night drinking together and talking, and in the morning we set off together, with sore heads, but in good temper, since he was travelling the Colleen same as I was. Only, once we reached the city gates, they arrested me on the spot. Seems the burghers had it in for me, since I'd been making their lives hell for a good 6 months. On the other hand, I was a member of the peace delegation, so by rights, they shouldn't have even looked at me sideways. And then it hit me why Radzig was there. Colleen is a royal city, so he was there to represent the king's interests.
I see. So he was on the other side.
That's right. Anyway, they threw me in a dungeon, and a few days later, word reached me that the Schallenbergs had reached an agreement with the burghers. Only part of the deal was they would give them my head. And I'd surely
Doesn't
have ended
seem like
my
a very
days
good peace
swinging from
envoy.
the town battlements if it hadn't been for Radzig. He liked me, and he could see it was a dirty trick. so he somehow squared things with the city council.
Lucky for you.
Indeed. I owe my life to Radzig, and I'll never forget it. He's asked me twice before for help. This is the third time, and how could I refuse him?
I'd like to ask about your men.
Oh, I'm not going to ask about each and every one, am I? Oh, fuck's sake.
What about the fellow they call Dangler?
I've never ridden with a better man, I can tell you. He doesn't say a lot, but for that, he listens all the better. Nothing escapes him.
So he scouts for you?
Not just that. It's happened more than once. I was closing a deal with someone, and Dangler told me after that he didn't like the smell of the fella nearly every time he was right, and the fellow tried to stab me in the back afterwards.
Those Behrman brothers are quite a pair.
Indeed they are. There's no more mercy in them than in, well, a bear. If I told them to skewer you on the spot, they'd do it, without batting an eyelid.
Jesus.
Oh, aye. They'd argue first about which one of them got to do the job. But they're as obedient as a huntsman's dogs. Real soldiers, the pair of them. Reliable, as long as they don't get too drunk. Then there's no keeping them under control. But nobody's perfect.
What can you tell me about Stefan?
Fletching? For one thing, he's a very resourceful fellow.
How did he come to join your band?
Well, let's just say he was in the right place at the right time. You'll find he has quite a knack for that.
What exactly happened?
Sorry, I'd love to tell you the whole story, but I'd be betraying his trust.
Oh, now you've got me curious. Maybe I should ask him myself.
Sure, why not? Our Fletch does love to converse.
I wonder why they handed it off to him.
What about that dumb one? How did he end up with you?
The stone? Oh, he just kind of tagged along.
Just like that?
Aye, just like that. We were riding from Olomouc to a castle past Kladsko, when we ran into him and some other wayfarers camping along the way. You know how it goes. We made acquaintance with them, had a drink or two. Then we travelled on together. After all, there's safety in numbers.
I'm not sure I'd be thinking that if I ran into you lot on the road.
No.
We might have done some things I ain't proud of. But wayfarers are sacred even for me. Anyway, our fellow travellers dropped off along the way. One in Mohelnitz, one in Schoenberg, and the rest in Kladsko. Except for the stone. He stuck with us the whole way. The fellas kept asking him what he was after. But of course he never said a word. When we were approaching Barsdorf, I ordered the men to get rid of him. I had some business at the castle, and I didn't want any strangers sticking their noses in. Stefan tried to tell him nicely, but he just sat there, staring like he was turned to stone. That's when we gave him the name. Then the Behrman brothers tried to get him off his horse. He booted Jan in the face and knocked him out cold. Then he jumped down and felled Petter with one punch. A man who can do that is a man you want on your side. So we kept him.
Weren't you worried about having a stranger in your band? Especially one who didn't talk.
No, I figured if he can't talk, he can't tell. Besides, I've had worse.
What about Jakey?
Jakey? That boy will be the death of me. You've got to be tough on him, or he's good for nothing. But I'm fond of him, in a way.
Like a son?
I wouldn't go that far. But I've no family of my own. And unlike those other cutthroats, he seems to me like a good lad.
Well, you're pretty hard on him, though. And the others keep him on his toes, too.
The boy needs a firm hand. I was like him once, and I got the same too. If we let him be, we'd end up with a third bear man. And who'd want that?
True. 2 is more than enough.
I like his armor set. Pretty cool.
Should we ride out?
Aye, we ought to set out on patrol about now. Hope you've got your kit ready and whatnot. I'd like to head to the north. Is there anything interesting that way?
North of here, Samapesh and Merhoyed are that way, and Talmberg is a bit further on. There's stables in Merhoyed.
I wouldn't mind paying a visit to those stables. We can go through there.
And from there?
From there, we'll follow our noses. Something interesting is sure to turn up. A
Feel it in my bones.
Mount up and let's go.
Sure. Chief.
Chief. Oh, that's cute. You got your little group icon. So what's all this? Can we walk on our horse? Not really.
You know what I like best about days like this, Jan?
The scent of chamomile wafting from the hillsides.
Among other things.
Ah, like the rounded hills, rising, purple, all soft and pink in the sunlight.
And the fertile valley below, spreading wide and inviting.
Dew glistening in a mossy...
I mean, obviously we're gonna get ambushed, but like, I don't see where the ambush is gonna come from. I hope we're not just like walking for the fuck of it.
Aye. It reminds me of that day. That day where the two of us fucked Fletcher's ma.
Are we gonna get ambushed? Where is it?
Very true. You'd make a stuffed bugbear. Your ma's a stuffed bird. I stuffed her myself.
I can't smell any chamomile.
Well, men, how are things?
May I?
Yes, Fletch.
How shall I put it? I'm a little concerned about the prospects in these parts, Chief.
Oh? How's that?
I've been looking around, and if you'll pardon me, it seems to me that we've been stuck for a long time in the arsehole of beyond.
It's not
I wish our horse could keep pace with these
What I mean to
guys,
say
but
is, I haven't got any new kit or arrows since the day Jakey joined us. It makes me uneasy, Chief.
I see. What about the rest of you?
I don't know what Fletcher's moaning about. There's plenty of booze and loose wenches nearby.
Not to mention fools in the taverns who don't know when to stop rolling those dice.
Dangler?
It's the arsehole of beyond everywhere we go. And it always makes me uneasy.
Jakey?
Fletch can complain. I was supposed to get a suit of armor, and all I got was a shitty kettle hat.
Sorry, but they don't do hauberks in girl sizes.
Oh, well how did you get yours then?
All right, I appreciate your honesty, lads. Don't worry, there will be plunder. We're here to fight. To the victor the spoils. That's how it's always been. But no purse of silver will shed blood for you on the battlefield.
yeah, we're here to fight, but we're kind of just walking around and chatting about our feelings.
You can joke all you want, moan all you want, but nothing will keep your skins in one piece better than trusting your leader, who you choose by your own free will. So don't ever forget that.
He's just fucking off. Why?
Let's go! Behind me, keep your eyes peeled.
What was that about?
Yeah.
God, they don't even like... Even when they're trying to go fast, they don't go fast.
What do you think we can expect this time, fellas?
Groschen, hidden in a piss pot under the bed. A nice chunk of beef.
Oh.
No one there will be eating.
Finally, are we gonna get into the fight
Fall
here?
out through the holes in their bellies, eh, brother?
Looks like some bullshit's going down.
My mouth is already watering, brother, and I ain't even touched a purse yet.
Once you get your hands on some loot,
I like a shield.
play you for your hard-earned groschen.
Poor old Fletch. Never gets to see the action. Close up.
What about you, Dangler? What do you expect to find?
Futility and human suffering, like always.
Search the burned out farm and try and find traces of the attackers. I think I saw blood here, yeah. But,
Still smouldering. Whoever torched it can't have got very far.
no comment about the blood? Oh, here's a dead body. No comment? Those seem like two very important things. The blood and the literally dead person. Oh, there's more dead people.
Jesus Christ, what a massacre.
I wonder if there's gonna be anything in here. Oh? A shield and dagger.
Kuno will want to know about this.
House of Zool. Anything else? I mean, quest marker disappeared, so I'm gonna assume not, but you never know. Oh, even the dog. These fuckers.
Looks like it happened fast. God almighty. They weren't even armed.
Yeah, what were whoever attacked you after? Maybe it was just about leaving a message.
I found this shield in a shed along with a letter. Seems like someone left us a message.
Show me that. I know that crest. It's the House of Zool. A dangerous lot, God's truth. I don't think we'll find anything else here. We'll stay here a while, just in case. And you should go and report to Radzig what happened.
What do you know about these Zools?
A family of impoverished nobles. They fought in the Margraviate Wars in Moravia. But what they're after in Bohemia, I've no idea.
I thought I could go and search for those raiders. They might not have gotten very far yet.
All right. It's always good to have an extra pair of eyes. We'll keep searching here for a while, and then head back to the camp.
Oh, someone just sounded a horn? No? Am I hallucinating? Where does the game want me to go? Back to Sir Radzig. So I guess there's not any reason to hang around here. There's someone out in the field here, but it's one of our guys, I guess.
Did you find any tracks?
Some, a horse or two. They rode off through the meadow towards dawn. They're avoiding the road, which is interesting.
Towards dawn?
Meaning towards the east. Apart from the mounted ones, there were some men on foot too. Well weighed down.
Well, they can't move too fast then.
No. And what's more, they left a trail of blood. One or more of them might be wounded. Either that, or they dragged off some poor bastard from here.
Nice work. Thanks.
So we found tracks, but he didn't want to show us where the tracks he found were at. They were avoiding the road, and there's blood to the east. I haven't seen any blood, but it's also kind of hard to, would be hard to spot in all this grass. I guess we can just kind of go east and see what happens. But without better instructions, I'm not sure we'll find anything. Just a random little burned out shack that we can sleep at? Okay. Oh, it does say it's in this area.
Poor creature. Hunted down like game.
So I assume this way? It's like a little sort of trail there, it seemed like, but...
Looks like they carried away a lot of stuff.
Just a little random fence here? Little woodland garden? I guess we'll just stick to this trail.
They went this way. Seems they met some resistance at the farm.
Which way do they go from here? Seems like this way. Oh yeah, no, there's another little trail here, it seems.
What a waste. But at least I know which way they went.
A lot of blood. I can just pick some herbs out of it. Oh. It seems like the trail kind of stops. Oh, never mind. Somewhere through here. Is this the trail? No. I don't see where the next... Oh, right there.
There they are.
What's going on there?
What do you do?
Oh, holy shit. We're fighting everybody. Oh, fuck, oh shit. Well, this doesn't seem great.
You gotta be kidding. Come here, lily liver.
How many fucking people are we fighting? At least they go down easy.
Bring it on.
But if they tap our stamina, that might be an issue. And yet even more are showing up. Fantastic. Great. Easy. Oh, and there's just a archer over yonder. I think the fuck not. Or was he even aware of us? You didn't want to go with your friends? What am I doing here? What are you doing here? You're supposed to be dead.
Come and get it.
Cunt!
What? No, I blocked. Man, our armor is gonna need some work after this.
You're dead.
I guess that's the weakness of the mace, is that sometimes it'll just knock them out and not actually kill them. You're bleeding. If you could just like die a little faster, that'd be great. That's gonna be one of these fights, eh? That almost... There we go. Oh, just barely missed. What? That hit his head. God damn. I think that might have been, well, I was gonna say that might have been the biggest group that we fought so far, but I think that all the people that we fought at Kribby, when we were trying to, air quote, sneak around, was maybe a bit more. Is there any loot? Any clues? Not really. What am I supposed to have accomplished here? Just have killed all of them? And I'm supposed to feel good about that? I don't even know why I'm bothering to loot them. Oh, hi, Rabbit. You're a ballsy one. Kind of hoping more of these guys that might have repair kits. Yeah, he had one, but I backed out. It's fine. Let's see what repair kits we do have. We should have, yeah, some small armor kits. I don't think we got everything repaired, but that's fine. Is that really it for... There's nothing else to do here? There's just kill all of them? We couldn't even, like, question them? No clues or anything about why they might have done this? Okay. I guess. All we have is just go talk to Sir Radzig still, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
See what he has to say about all that. I wonder what would happen if you didn't chase down all the bandits. Like, we didn't really get anything out of that.
What do you need?
Sir, I'm afraid I have some bad news. We came across a burnt-out farm near Merhoyed.
Christ! It seems Pribyslavitz wasn't the end of it.
Well, this is something else, sir. We found a shield there with a crest. A tricolour star on a blue field.
I know that coat of arms, unfortunately. It's the House of Zul.
There was a letter there, too.
Show it to me. Although I think I already know what it will say.
Here you are, sir.
Unscrupulous beast. Cruelty and malevolence. I challenge you to face me in a duel. Defend your honor. An ignominious wretch. Well, that's nice. Signed, Hagen Zul. As I expected, old grievances coming back to haunt me.
This Sir Hagen wants to challenge you to a duel.
Oh yeah,
Apparently,
go throw
he
hands.
Still hopes I will agree to this kind of outmoded solution to disputes.
Surely you can't refuse a challenge to a duel. What about your honor?
Henry, my boy, honor is a splendid thing, and it should be held in high regard. But in time, you'll learn that some matters are not so straightforward.
Like this one?
Yes, like this one. The only reason Hagen is challenging me now is that he has a marked advantage. I've served as the royal hetman for the last 15 years and become a courtier. Hagen, meanwhile, was fighting in the Margraviate Wars in Moravia and elsewhere as a mercenary. Which of us do you think would win a duel? That's not honor, but an abuse of honor. Commonplace opportunism. I don't blame him for trying, but I'm not such a fool as to play by his rules.
What happened between you and Sir Hagen?
That's a long story.
That's why I'm asking.
Well, I'd like to hear the whole story, sir, if you wouldn't mind.
Very well. It began in the first year of King Wenceslas's reign. He sent me to resolve a dispute between the Zuls and a neighbouring house. It concerned land boundaries. The Zuls had refused to accept the ruling of the land court. His Majesty's position was a little shaky after his coronation. So a decision was made in the royal court to take radical action against any dissent in the kingdom. Since the Zul family was defying the king, we were obliged to punish them. Harshly, as the circumstances demanded. The head of the family, Hagen's father, was hanged, their castle razed to the ground and their property confiscated.
So, they're out for vengeance. But you acted according to the law.
Would it were that simple, lad. I was young and didn't realize the repercussions it would bring. For one thing, the king didn't use it to strengthen his position. On the contrary, he took less and less interest in such affairs.
How come?
because he realized things would eventually sort themselves out. He promoted me to Royal Hetman, leaving him to pursue other interests. Secondly, my actions essentially created another band of robbers. When you strip a nobleman of his property, you can't expect him to take to begging. And thirdly, I wasn't aware at the time that the other party to the dispute was distantly related to me. Naturally, that made it look like I was acting in self-interest. If I'd known what I know today, I'd have been a lot more circumspect.
Quite the story.
What happened between you and Sir Hagen?
That's a long story.
Oh, that's what we just asked.
Well, what are we going to do about this?
You and Kuno's band will just have to deal with Hagen and prevent further mayhem. The longer he's marauding around these parts, the greater the chances that I'll finally have to succumb to his conditions.
So you'd fight him, if it came to that?
Let's hope it doesn't come to that. But maybe there's something else behind this challenge. Maybe it's coin he's after. Who knows?
All right. We'll deal with him, sir.
I'm sure you will, Henry.
Very well. Well. So I take it there really wasn't much of a point to dealing with those bandits. Alright, well this seems like a good point to go ahead and take a break. I will be right back. Alright. Let's see what the other guy has to say about all that. Right? Because, yeah, go back to Kuno. Really no, like, waypoint here, though. It's just such a little minor annoyance to not have a fast travel point right next to him. I don't want to have to ride all the way over there every single time. Because I assume this quest will be like divided into parts where we gotta go back to the camp after each part, but I should have gone the other way, shouldn't I? Whoops. That's fine. Is he even gonna have anything to say about it? Or are you just gonna be like, oh, that sucks, let's go patrol again? Also, what was the point of, like, attacking a random settlement? Like, you could deliver your message to win a duel without murdering a whole bunch of civilians, you know? Why do they have human shields? Where is everybody? Well, if nobody's here... Anything interesting? A little bit of money. I didn't mean to take... Excuse me, I didn't mean to take the Curious, but fine. Where is everybody? Put the Curious back. Are they all riding back from the farm, I guess? Oh, wait, here's somebody. Who are you? Are you just a wafer? Yeah. What the fuck? I guess everybody's still at the other barn? Suppose we wait. There's an activity here. I'll do the activity later.
Gutenberg and Budweiser, I reckon. Bearmen want to go to Brandon.
Oh, just ride out? You don't want
What's
to
that? They
talk
say
at all about
someone
this?
there owes them a pile of coin, and they'll share with us.
Horse shit. They're the ones who owe a pile of coin, and that's why they want to get out of Bohemia.
Oh. Well, let's see what the activity is.
What is it, Jakey?
The stone wants to talk with you, if you can call it that. Probably about that ring.
What ring?
Ah, no one told you about it. The fellas call it the Ring of Bacchus. It's a kind of game we play. Kuno gave us this ring. It's just a worthless bauble. But when we're at the tavern, Kuno pays everything for the man who has the ring. So we steal the ring from each other and try to trick each other. Well, actually, just the others. They won't let me play. Kuno says I'm too young to get boozed up.
That sounds like a lot of fun. But I don't have the ring, so why does the stone want to see me?
He probably wants you to steal it from someone. Since you're new, the fellows will talk to you, and it won't be suspicious.
All right. I'll have a word with him.
What a silly game. Steal the ring so you can get your food and
Hey,
drink
Jakey,
for free.
Can you tell me something about yourself?
Want to get matey, eh? Sure, Henry. What do you want to know?
How did you end up in Kuno's band?
Well, I used to be a baker's hand in Prague, but all the other fellas were always on my back, always swearing at me. Sometimes they even beat me up, took everything I had. To make a bit of coin, I started going to the tavern across the road, entertaining the rich gents with jokes, playing the fool. Sometimes someone would throw me a half-groschen. One time, Kuno turned up there, and I got to talking with him. When I told him all the shit I was getting at the bakery, he offered to take me with him.
I bet you were glad to get out of there.
Yeah, though it's not like they give me much peace here either. It's all,
Jakey, come here. Jakey, go there. Jakey, get that.
Well, surely you can't be any worse off here than in the bakery.
No. Only, at the bakery, the worst I ever got was a beating. It's not like my life was in danger. But here, when those Beerman brothers are drunk, I have to keep well out of sight.
How come they bullied you at the bakery? It's usually the shy ones bullies pick on. That's not exactly you.
Not now, maybe. I learned a thing or two since then.
Oh, come on, you shy? You just said you were playing the fool and telling jokes in the tavern.
All right, I'll tell you the truth. They picked on me because I'm an orphan. The parish priest of St. Apollinaires in Prague found me as a baby in the church one winter's morning. I spent half my childhood in parish houses and half on the street.
I see. That must have been tough.
It still is tough, I can tell you that.
What do you think about this business with Hag and Zool?
Zool? Huh. I'd rather keep that to myself. But since you're the only one who's interested in my opinion, I'll tell you. I reckon Radzig's making a big mistake.
Oh?
I might not be grown up yet, but I've walked in these shoes long enough to know that asking a mercenary to do something for nothing is stupid.
Wait, what are you trying to say?
Never mind. It's just a feeling I have. If Kuno heard me talking about it, he'd tan my hide.
All right, we'll drop it then.
Is Kuno gonna betray Radzig? That seemed to be the implication, no? And what was that activity that we just picked up? The blue one? What's he doing all the way over here? Just hanging out on the hill? An interesting sight? The hill is an interesting sight? Okay, sure.
Jakey sent me to you. Something about a ring?
Mm-hmm.
I suppose you want me to get it from someone?
Mm-hmm.
Who has it?
Okay, Dangler?
Does Dangler have it?
Mm.
All right. How should I get it?
Shrugs. Fair enough. Which one was Dangler? I'm gonna guess he's the blue marker. I mean, can we not just knock him out?
Hey, I want the Ring of Bacchus. I heard you have it.
So you'd come and ask me for it? That's a novel approach.
Well, you don't just have to steal it from each other. Why not play for it?
No, I don't play dice. But we can duel for it.
Alright, tough guy.
Right. Why not?
Fucking
I'll
nerd.
wager the ring, and you put up some groschen, alright?
Sure. I'll wager that.
That'll do it. Well, now it's something worth fighting for, so you better watch out.
Did Guy already forget that we kicked his ass once? I did it once, I'll do it again. Okay. If he could swing, then, you know, I could fight back and we could actually, like, you know, have a fight out of it rather than... Incredible. If they wanted to make fights last longer, why not just give people more health and not just crank their defenses so you can't even hit them?
Fight. Well, I don't like giving it up. At least I won't get so plastered next time. Just watch how it doesn't get pinched.
I'll do that. Thanks.
Very well. Where's our buddy? Hey, he moved. Where'd you go, buddy?
I got the ring from Dangler. Yeah, well, I suppose there's not much more either of us can say about it. Yeah, thanks to you too.
What did we get for that? The silence is golden. Alright, well, this seems like a good place to go ahead and call it. I don't know if I want to go ahead and start a whole other ride, so might go ahead and just call it here for the night. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. I hope you all have a great evening. Lena, Rocky Mountain, anybody and everybody else. The next scheduled stream is for Sunday, but maybe we'll do something Thursday. We'll see. Anyhow, thanks for hanging out, everybody. Have a good evening, and see you Sunday, if not Thursday.